Hey guys, welcome back to Legit Street Cars and welcome to a big shop update. So I'm gonna make a separate video on an update on all of the cars, but this one is just for legit street quarters and all of my tools and equipment because I've been here for about a year and a half now, and one of the most common questions I get in the comments section are about the tools and everything we use in the videos, and I need to go over them a little bit more often than I do. So I'm making one gigantic video to fit it all in. So if you guys have ever had any questions about the equipment and the tools and stuff like that, this is the video for you. And we're gonna go over a lot of new stuff that we just put together, like literally today. Peter and I have been building things. But anyway, we're gonna start off with one of the most important things in a shop, and that would be the tools. Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna leave links and coupon codes down below. I'm probably gonna forget to mention them every single time, but no matter if something is sponsored by a company or I buy it, which we're kind of like at a 50-50 ratio in here with everything I'm going to show you, I almost always negotiate a coupon code for you guys. So if you're interested in anything you see, you could probably save some money by clicking on the link and using the codes that I leave down below. But anyway, a lot of you guys know that I've been using Sonic tools since I got here at Legit Street Quarters. They are a big sponsor of the channel, and this is what we started off with last year. So this is one of their larger toolboxes, and what I really like about Sonic is the organization. So I am not organized when it comes to tools, and they have these foam liners that are cut out to the tool sets that they sell you. So I mean, this is just, it's a game changer, honestly. Before, my wrench drawer would just be wrenches just scattered all over the place. It's numbered. It's so nice. Here are some screwdrivers and some picks and hammers and more screwdrivers and picks. And the way I organize the toolbox is by the things that I use the most. So everything that I use more often is in the top, and then it goes down kind of in level of importance. I don't know, all this stuff is kind of important. But we got our 1/2-inch stuff down here, and more sockets and interior tools. Then we get down to stuff that I don't use all that often. And then they have a ton of awesome specialty wrenches. I mean, this stuff is the best on the market. So I know I don't show the tools all the time in the video, except when I'm using them, but I have, I mean, just about everything. Look at this. We have like a T70, T80. Sonic's got everything. And then we get into standard stuff, which we don't use all that often. But they do have it, standard wrenches, offset stuff. So anyway, there are my Sonic tools, and there's definitely a 10% off coupon code down below for anything in the Sonic catalog, including the toolboxes. And let me show you guys what we just got from them. Oh, we got the mother of all cabinets. We got 2 of them. I got one in the detail bay. So if you guys remember, we got this a few months ago. So another toolbox with this countertop, and then normally this guy was connected over here. So we moved it over. This is a whole modular system. So they have like hundreds of these pieces, and they can all be put together in different configurations to fit your garage. So not only is that cool, but they are the best quality. These things are so heavy. I think this thing is like 350 pounds. It's built like a tank. And look at the room. So we haven't completely finished organizing yet, but this is your basic layout. And again, the idea here is everything that we use very often is kind of higher up. So brake clean, silicone spray, all of our Milwaukee power tools that we use all the time. That way we can just grab and go, and we're typically working on the lifts here in this area. So anyway, these, I can't say enough, guys. If you're gonna buy cabinets for your garage, if you want something nice, even for your shop, this is the way to go. Sonic is absolutely amazing with all of their tools, lifetime guarantee, and you don't have to wait for a tool truck or anything. They give you a QR code with all of your inventory. You scan it, you send them a picture of your broken tool, and they mail you a new one sometimes in like 24 hours. So it is like the future of tools. I love working with them. A lot of them are made in Germany. So phenomenal company. But anyway, so we still have this setup here, which is beautiful stainless steel top, and then the table that we built here. A subscriber reached out, and he even got me the stainless steel top, and he even hooked us up with the vise. Actually, no, I got the vise from another subscriber. It's like a 100-year-old vise, and then the guy that helped me build the table, he restored it, new jaws, painted it, ceramic coated it. So really cool. What else do we got, Peter, that we just did? Oh, we just did the tire racks. So Peter just got done building these tire racks. So these are just $50 specials off of Amazon. But you know, they do the trick. You're just holding up tires. So we set it up at the perfect height for me and Peter. Max, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to fit under here. But a lot of times we go up into the storage with a ladder right here. So we built these and positioned them in a way where we can store the ladder and still line it up right here to go up. And then it doesn't infringe on our lighting over there by the table when we have stuff taken apart. So we also never really put a car all the way back here. We kind of leave this open because we have the triple basin system. This was a detail shop originally, so there's a very expensive sewage system so that we can properly wash cars, and all the solids go through a tube underground into this triple basin system, and we can scoop out all the garbage so it doesn't end up in the sewer system, so we can properly and legally wash cars indoors, which is really nice. But yeah, so our tire racks are up there. Oh, and speaking of the wash bay, we have another gigantic Sonic cabinet. So here, let me just show you what we were working with. This is all we had before in the wash bay, was just kind of this cheap, flimsy, you know, whatever. And I mean, these are fine. I use these at my house garage for a long time. I'm not knocking, you know, a less expensive cabinet. But if you want something a little bit more professional and larger, I mean, this is just, it's huge. So anyway, we have our detail stuff organized. More onto the wash rack is we just screwed these in. We've had these drain tiles for a while. But you can see every so often we kind of screwed them to the ground because we were running into a situation where we'd pull a car in here and the tires would rip up the tiles. It was really annoying. So we have them screwed just in various spots in the beginning and the back of it. So the middle is fine. And these are really nice. We got them from my guys at Chicago Auto Pros, carsupplieswarehouse.com. And they're drain tiles, so they cover the nasty, ugly floor that's inevitable when you're washing cars. But it all funnels down through these channels in the tiles over to our drain, which is somewhere in this area underneath our secret car that we have not revealed. That's really, really insane. I can't wait to show you guys. It hasn't ran in many, many years, and we plopped it here. We haven't even started on it. So anyway, that's for another video. Also, we have a Cobra engine. Also for another video, a DSM engine. This is like engine alley over here in the wash rack. Something else that's huge, we got really long hoses here. So we have a couple of them, so we can wash cars like outside. We can bring this out in the shop and do the shop floor. So that's really, really cool. And if you guys haven't seen the pressure washer, let me show that to you too. So this was actually a gift, a shop warming gift from carsupplieswarehouse.com. I'd ordered like their $250 roll-around pressure washer, and then Jason at Chicago Auto Pros, they own that website as well. This just showed up, and I think this is like an $800 pressure washer. It's like the professional one that they use in real detail shops. So thank you guys again for that. This thing is an absolute monster. You guys have probably seen me use it in like all the videos. That's nice. I don't think it's really needed if you're just at home. You know, you could do away with a $200 one, but in a shop, the way we use this, it's nice. Oh, and if you guys saw these hanging on the wall, this is really cool. I didn't think we were gonna use this as much, but my friends at BenPack, that's who hooked me up with the two 10,000-pound two-post lifts in the shop. Phenomenal company. They use a lot of BenPack stuff in big dealerships and big repair facilities, so they are consistently used all the time and tested. Great company. I actually met them at SEMA as well. And we talked about a quick jack, which this is something that a lot of guys that don't have a really tall ceiling in their garage could benefit from if you can't put a two-post lift in your garage. So here it is holding up the Eclipse right now. And you guys have probably seen these in some other videos. When we detailed the C4 Corvette, we were using these. So nice to detail. We're buffing at our level. But you can do a ton of actual mechanical work with these as well, obviously. And let me just show you, it's really easy to use. So these fold up and they hang on the wall, so they're totally out of the way. That's what the hooks are. But it's really easy. You get a cool little contraption like this, a switch. So this guy's filled with hydraulic fluid and it just plugs into a 120 normal outlet. All right, so after you just kind of lift these arms up and flip them over the stop, it's got a safety stop. You just press down and it goes down. And it's pretty quick as well. They're light, you can pick them up, hang them up. So big fan of these. We may actually disassemble, I mean, basically the entire Eclipse here, because we're going to be stripping like all the body panels off, the engine and everything. So we might actually do that on the quick jack. So it is like having another lift in the garage, but it's portable. So if we need to do tires over there, we just wheel it over. It's got wheels on it. So very, very nice piece. I think these are about 1,700 bucks. They come in different weight capacities. This one is 7,000 pounds. But that's a really good deal to be able to work on your car like this. It's huge. I wish I had one of these years ago. But another thing from BenPack, this is so cool. Check this out. It's literally really cool. I got an AC machine, guys. An AC, I've always wanted my own AC machine. So this is Cool Charge, also from BenPack. This is a professional grade AC machine. Here is our tank in the back. So now we can recover the refrigerant. So it's gonna save us a ton of money in the long run. And then also when you're diagnosing a car and you charge it and then you need to change out another part, you can just recover it. You know, this isn't supposed to be done, but a lot of places that don't have an AC machine will just let this stuff go out into the atmosphere, which is horrible. We do not do that here. I'll go to a shop before I got this machine and have it sucked out, and then we can charge it here with a vacuum pump, but it's a nightmare. You have to weigh everything out. It's no fun. I mean, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it, and I don't expect you guys to buy an AC machine for a few $1,000s. In fact, I didn't when I worked in my garage for 10, 12 years or whatever it was. But for us, working on, you know, we have 14 cars, I think, right now, and being a legitimate shop for our own cars, not for customers' cars, we need this. So this is huge. So a big thanks to BenPack for the awesome lifts, for the AC machine, for the quick jacks. They have a lot of cool stuff on their website, including dollies. We need to get some of those because you don't even need to jack the car up. They're really good quality. So anyway, AC machine is super cool. And then right next to it is our hydraulic press. This was in the original legit street quarters. This is just like a Harbor Freight special, but it works fine. You can see here, we were pressing out some bearings for one of Peter's cars. And then we have the big 80-gallon air compressor. This came with the shop. So this shop was bare. It had really nothing in here but this. So we had to fix it. It was leaking air, and the guy ran it leaking for who knows how long. It was ridiculous. It was just a gasket. So we fixed that. This thing is made in Italy. It's a tank. It's like it runs on 3-phase 220. That's hardwired in. So that has been working out for us really well. And Peter just hung a hose on a reel. Before we had the hose just laying around on the ground. So Peter just installed this guy, well, a few months ago, I guess, at this point. Oh, and check this out. This is now a shop piece of equipment. Max got us this for Christmas. So anyway, we're like a legitimate show now. We have our whiteboard where we write stuff down that we need to do and then forget about it and then write it down again and then cross it out. Sometimes I write things on there and then cross it out, even though I've already done it just to feel accomplished. But anyway, the most important thing on this list is to like and subscribe to the channel. All right, we just laid out all the Milwaukee stuff so I can give you a rundown. Some of this we just got. So Milwaukee has been a sponsor of the channel for a few years. But like Sonic and like BenPack, Milwaukee is a company that I reached out to. So most of the time, it's companies that reach out to me that want to sponsor stuff so that it's shown in the videos. Obviously, it's a good advertisement for them. But there are a lot of things, mostly garage tool type stuff, that I don't care if it's free from a company and then I just show it in the background. I had been offered way more tools than this, like complete multiple toolboxes, all sorts of other stuff from other companies. But I need to work with that stuff forever. So I don't want a bunch of garbage that I need to fix these cars. That's the most important thing. So I scoped these 3 companies out. Milwaukee is one of them. So yes, these are sponsored, but this is what I would run anyway, just like the Sonic Tools and the lifts. So obviously you should consider someone biased who is, you know, in a way getting paid to show products. That makes sense, and I understand the hesitation, but just know that these companies I reached out to and had to negotiate a deal with them, and it was because I tried the products and I really, really liked them and I wanted them. So anyway, this is a new one from Milwaukee that we just got. This is insane. It's a 3/8 ratchet, power ratchet. It's a beast. So like this thing has 3 different settings like all their other impact stuff because you can break stuff. You got to be careful with this guy. And then you guys have seen us use this a million times in the video. This is what we use to take off wheels mostly. They're 1/2 incher. So we hardly use the air. The air pressure we just use just to clean things with the blowgun, fill up tires, and a few little things like that. I have been using this for a couple years. They're little 3/8, phenomenal. What else did we just get? We recently got this little guy, this little hack sawzall looking thing. I haven't used it yet. Looks cool. And then our cutoff wheel, with various drills. We have a 90-degree drill as well. I used this to drill out the exhaust manifold studs on the C63, which looked as if you had to remove the engine, like there was no other option. But this little guy, it was small enough to get in there. It saved me from literally removing an AMG engine. You can kind of tell which ones we use more often. This one we're gonna be using a lot. We just got it and it's already dirty. But yeah, the dirty stuff we use, and we take some of this stuff on the road as well. And it holds up, man. We've dropped this stuff like hundreds of times and it still works.
I just dropped the drill when I was putting up.
Oh, is that what fell? Oh, I'm like, are you all right? And he's like, we're good. Oh, and one last thing about Sonic. They have a sample tool kit. So if you're gonna make a big investment in tools, this sample kit is only like $60. It gives you, I think, a ratchet and some other stuff, so you can really check out their quality. So I just wanna like emphasize that with you guys, because if you're gonna go drop, you know, $10,000 in tools, something like that, you know how much professional tools cost. A gigantic box filled with tools is expensive. You wanna try them first. So you can't do this with all the other name brands, which I've used forever. Sonic is just as good. Anyway, they're awesome. Check out the link down below. Something you guys probably don't really care about because no one likes the Tesla. All right, and I get it as an enthusiast. It doesn't make any noise. It's kind of boring, but I get those comments whenever I mention Tesla stuff. But I got an electric car charging station here. We had my electrician put a 220 outlet. And this is not Tesla specific because I don't know if I'll always own a Tesla. I think I'll always have something electric, but we got a charger that does, I think, 50 amps, and this is your regular J1772. And then I have an adapter for the Tesla if I need to charge it, which I really don't. I charge it at home. But there is our wall charger, and the Tesla is outside. It's about -8 degrees, so according to my calculations, I should get a solid 50 miles of range. So a little bit of behind the scenes recording type equipment would be these lights. These have been huge. We replaced the bulbs that they came with LED bulbs because we kept on dropping these and the bulbs would shatter. So the LED ones are more robust. But these are great. Got them on Amazon. I think they were a couple $100 maybe for both of them, so like $100 each. So these are either set up like this when we're underneath the car showing you stuff. That's why we have such good lighting in the videos. And they also go like 7 feet up in the air. So we kind of have them like hanging down out of the frame so you guys can't see them, but they're lighting everything up under the hood. And we also use this Milwaukee light. This is an under hood specific light that stretches, so it's adjustable and it's gentle on your hood. It's rubber. And this kind of lights things up. It does, you guys are probably seeing this right now, it does kind of mess with the frame rate on the camera though. I don't see it when I'm recording, but you can probably see it right now. It's probably kind of like flashing a little bit. So we always use these in conjunction with that. That alone will cause that flickering, but it's less when we use that. I don't know if you guys have noticed, comment down below if you have. But yeah, these things just are phenomenal. They light everything up. And yeah, we got no more leaks on the Grand National.
This thing's also awesome for interior. It clips on like on the hood. You just open the doors and clip it on. It's great for doing like if you're trying to get a carpet,
right?
An extractor on the carpet, and all you have that stupid little dome lamp, and it's all in the shadows. But this thing is great for that.
Yeah. So you guys probably haven't seen it in the videos, but we use this on all the interior detail stuff. So lights it up. This is just a funny joke we did. This is the turbo from the Trans Am on Peter's Conquest engine. We thought it would be funny. We're probably going to do this, but with the Honda Cadiz or the Merhonda, or what are the other names for that? Mercedes, the K240, Honda Cadiz? I don't know. Anyway, with that weird Honda swapped Mercedes, we're going to be running an electric turbocharger on that car as an experiment, but I was thinking it'd be cool to run another experiment where we try to fit the biggest turbo ever on that little 4-cylinder, something that has no business ever being strapped to a 4-cylinder, maybe something even bigger than this if we can fit it, just to drive it with a power band that's like 7,000 to 8,000 RPM. That's how long it would take to spool. It would just be so stupid. Then that car is just, it's like an experiment car for us. So electric turbo and then gigantic like T6 Borg Warner, and we'll tune it and everything. And I'm hoping we'll just floor it and it'll be like, bong, for like 20 seconds, and then it hits 7,000, and then we got to shift, and it, I don't know. Obviously, it'd be pointless, but
lag for days.
Lag for days, and we'll get plates on that thing that just say lag. Peter, you got some Easter eggs here.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are my favorite. Alex probably doesn't know about this one that I'm going to show you right now. These are last of the breed washer and dryer.
Which also is the same shape as Peter's face.
So yeah, so we got last of the breed washer and dryer.
These are last of the breed. I bought these from the detail shop owner that owned this place, and look at this. He spray painted the rust I mean, I'm in Chicago. We talk about rusted cars. We have rusted washer machines. All right, these is just complete garbage, but $100 for both of them. So whatever.
And this is also a fun thing. This is a
That's an E30
yeah.
part.
It's the tire chalk for the E30. Yeah.
Dude, this stuff's just been on here for like months, and I didn't even notice it. That is the tire chalk from the E30 BMW.
So I mounted it on the wall.
That's awesome. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, and if you guys didn't see the original shop tour video when I first bought the place, it's kind of a weird video if you haven't seen it. I don't know, after it went out for a while, I was kind of embarrassed. I tried to do like an MTV Cribs episode, and it was just like a big failure and really kind of cringy and weird. You guys let me know in the comments, but if you haven't seen it and you want to like cringe, I'll link it down below. But anyway, here's our shop bathroom. It's you know, we're dudes. It's got a vacuum in it, and it's decently clean.
There's no supercharger in it anymore.
Yeah, we used to have it. We hid my wife's Magnuson supercharger in here for a long time before we put it on her Escalade because I knew she would never step foot in this bathroom. So it's the best place to hide things that you don't want your wife to see. But we do have one nice bathroom. So I just put this in. We hid it at my house, not using it. And it is going to hold many, many Mustang magazines. I mean, magazines in general. This is the one for the Cobra in there. But, you know, this is a fairly clean bathroom, I think. And we use a microfiber for a towel, yes. And then not a whole lot of new stuff, I guess, in here, except for these. We have 315 18-inch Dodge Demon tires. So these are not for me. They're actually for my guys over at Scrap Life Garage. They found them local to Chicago. So I got them over here storing them, and then I just have to ship them out. I guess they're super rare and expensive, so I got to ship them out to those guys. We did get a new tablecloth. We had a white one that got really gross. So we got a black one to cover up all the grossness. Peter, he loves pickles. I love pickles too, but Peter loves them so much that we have them at all times at work. And then this is some of our merch stuff. We got a couple of our scooters. Yeah, Max is kind of in charge of all the merch. He is at home right now because it's just too cold for Max. He couldn't come in. It was cold and there was snow on the ground, and he's got an all-wheel drive Subaru and should totally be here. Max, where are you at? I'm just kidding. Max is at home editing. It's Friday. It is -8 degrees out, so there's like no reason for him to have to drive in. But anyway, Max has all the merch stuff like on lock. He's got it organized really well. He does all the shipping, all the labeling. Everything gets done right here. This is basically Max's office. He edits right here. We have more merch, bam, in here. And we fulfilled like I think 250 orders or something like that for Christmas. So thank you so much for everybody who's bought the merch. We have a lot of new stuff on the way as well. But here is my office that I just cleaned for this video. It usually doesn't look like this. We do live in the Chicagoland area, so I have a machete at my desk ready to go. And then just some awards, Amsoil stuff. I've been selling Amsoil for a couple of years now. So thank you to everybody who's bought Amsoil. I get a small commission, and it helps pay for like insurance at the shop and on the cars and stuff like that. Let's see, a friend of mine made me this. Another friend of mine made me this with real carbon fiber. That thing is awesome. I just got a new Rolex as well. Let's see, in the corner here, we have my old parts washer from my house. Nothing really fancy there. That was like $150 Harbor Freight, Amazon type of special. These are all filled with old engine oil. I was thinking about getting a waste oil heater, so I'm saving all of this, just kind of looking for a good deal on that. And then we just put together a transmission adapter that is going to go on a floor jack, so we might use that in conjunction with the quick jacks if we want to remove a transmission on the ground. Then we have our oil drain, some jack stands, of course, another transmission jack, our little spin jack, which we use all the time. And then here's our SVT Lightning, which is not a tool anymore. After we did the frame off restoration, we pretty much never plan on using it as a pickup truck again, so it's kind of pointless, but it looks shiny. And then if you guys don't want to cringe and watch the original video, just really quick specs on the shop. It's a total of 3,000 square feet, so it's 30 feet wide, 100 feet long. That includes the office, so we have about 2,300 square feet of shop space back here, if you guys have ever wondered how big this place actually is. It is a little narrow, that's why the lifts are in an angle, so we have to pull cars in, you know, you gotta do one of these sometimes. So, you know, obviously it could be bigger. If it was just like 5 feet wider, honestly, that'd be like perfect. But when you have a garage, it's never big enough. I'm always thinking about going bigger, but this is very manageable here. You know, it kind of limits me to how many cars I can keep, I guess. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed the shop update. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I've shown you or anything that I maybe missed, put them in the comments section. I'm going to be pretty active in this one and try and help you guys as much as possible with any questions you have about lifts and stuff like that. I get a lot of that, like, hey, can I put a lift in my garage at home? And I have one. If you guys have been watching the channel, the first 4.5 years of my channel was at my home garage, which is a 20 by 30. It's nothing fancy. And there's a lift in there. So if you guys have any questions about that, any of the equipment, just let me know in the comment section. I'll try to respond there and check out all of the links and coupon codes in the description box. So anyway, with that, guys, have a happy new year. We have a ton of awesome stuff coming in 2023. There are cars we haven't revealed, cars that we need to start on, like the Eclipse and the boosted van that we're gonna build. But I just have so much in store. I'm very grateful for all of you. The channel keeps on building. We're gonna hit 1 million subscribers in 2023, which is insane. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video with your friends. Most importantly, have a great New Year's, and I'll see all of you in the next video.